So we have our blocks, or books, whatever you have, and it's going to be a kind of repeat of the last class that we did. I'll add a couple of things. So I invite you now we're going to start just like last time on our back. So you're going to place the block. Remember that the block has 3 sides. This one, and this one. So we're going to start with the flat block, or if you have a book, make the book flat. And then you're going to place the block by your bra strap between your shoulder blades like this. And that's how we're going to start today. So get the block right by your bra strap and lie back. Now, if it's a little bit too much for you to have the head like this, which is what I like because it gives me a nice deep back bend, then you can go ahead and put something under your head to lift it up a little bit. So you can choose whether you would like to have, if you have neck issues, please be careful. So you can choose if you want to just open your chest into that nice deep back bend, or you want to put something under the skull to lift the head up a little bit. All right, bend the knees, soles of the feet on the mat, and this is where we're starting today. Arms out by the sides, rolling the shoulder blades down underneath you. Close your eyes now. Let us begin our centering. So centering is an important part. It gets us ready, draws us into the present moment. So close your eyes now and make sure that you are comfortable. So the blocks is another part of our classes. We use the sticks, we use the cushions, balls, straps. Blocks are really good for us. Really, they tend to, you can really go into your posture. You can deepen your posture by having your support, your block, or your book. It allows us, if we sit on the block, it allows us to lift that spine up nice and high, that we can bend forward more. We can go a little bit deeper, more comfortable in our forward bends. All right, so it's a great prop to have all the time. So connecting to the breath now, you're in your present moment, you're here on your mat. Begin to draw that oxygen in through the nose. Fill your lungs up and exhale through the nose. So the block is between the shoulder blades by your bra strap. And it's up to you if you want to put something behind your head or not. Bend your knees, place the soles of the feet on the mat. Arms are relaxed out by the side. Close your eyes and connect to your breath. Inhaling through the nose, filling those lungs up, and exhale through the nose. Remember to sprinkle in the soft sounding sighs every now and again when you feel you need them. And for those of you who know the Ujjayi breath, the one with the sound coming from the back of the throat, you can practice that breath as well. It's as if you're fogging a mirror with the mouth closed. But your mouth is closed. So that air passes through the throat with that ocean sound. Okay? So if you want to practice that, please go ahead. Maybe you'd like to set an intention for your class today. Go ahead and set that intention. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. We've been here for a couple minutes. So I'd like us to deepen that back bend now. So if you want to glance at me, I'm going to roll to my side and place a block on the second level. So like this. You're on the second level. And your other block or a book on the top level, the highest level. So this time when you lie back, the narrow part, the middle level and the narrow part is going by the brow strap, and your skull is going on the top, the highest level of your block now. So this is how we look, like this. Okay, everybody can see? So I'm just behind the skull on the top of the block. But you're going to extend your legs all the way up this time. Relax your arms, pulling those shoulders. So we're in a really deep back bend. This is a heart opening posture. It's almost like the fish pose. Remember the fish pose that we do sometimes? It's almost like that, but of course you have your support. You're supported by the blocks. And by being supported by the blocks, you can really relax into this and you can open up a little bit deeper. So go ahead and see if you can get into this position. If you have books, you may want to pile them up to get this height. Or maybe you have a little something else, maybe a little stool or something you can use. And then just close your eyes and connect to your breath once more. Inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. And you know, this is really, really great for us because most of the days we spend going forward. We're at the computer, we're driving the car, we're in the garden, we're doing a little housework. Most of the stuff we do, the hairdressing, the salon, you're always, everybody, most of the time, we're going forward. So this is really, really great for us to reverse that forward movement. So connect to this now and just try to relax. Don't hold tension anywhere. Relax and breathe. Inhale and exhale. If this is feeling a little challenging for you and you'd like to come out of it, please feel free to come out whenever you're ready. We're going to stay for a little bit longer here now, just to allow that body to relax into this position here that it's not accustomed to. So we want all the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, fascia to get a chance to relax and to stretch and to release. Okay, everybody, you're going to bend those knees now. Walk your heels in towards the buttocks and carefully turn a little bit to one side so you can remove your blocks. Maybe the one with the back of the skull first, and then push up and come up into a seated position. Okay, I'm sure you feel nice and open here now. So we're sitting in, just sit in your comfortable position. Sometimes this crossway is not so comfortable for some people. And then place your blocks on either side of your body. Inhale those arms up, interlace the fingers, turn the palms up and stretch. And then exhale, come forward a little bit. Just press the palms. You don't want to go all the way down. Your shoulders are sliding away from your ears. Draw that sternum out there and just flatten that back. Okay, walk your hands up. You're going to place your right hand on your block. Inhale your left hand up. Lift up your spine and bend over to your right side. You may come down on the forearm. Press that left cheek down into the mat as you bend over to the right side. Close your eyes. Let that right ear flop down to that right shoulder and open that chest. Connect to your breath now. Inhale. Exhale. You can stay on the palm. You don't have to come down on your forearm. And then push off, and let's go to the other side. So maybe you start on the palm first, lifting that right hand up. Bend over to your left. Take a breath here, and if you feel like it, if it's okay for you, you can go down onto the forearm. So lift up that right side of the body, let the left ear flop to that left shoulder and open that chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Let's push off and do one more set. Right hand over to the right side, left hand up. And that little side bend there, just feel and notice. Connecting to where you are in the present moment here. Just opening up that body as we press off. Let's go to the other side. Sorry. And let's just let that left ear flop to that left shoulder as we take another side bend here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And push off. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Squeeze those palms together. Lift that chest up. Breathe. And release. Shake it out. Let's do a little circle here. We're going to start on our right side. Come forward. Go to the left. And push back. One more in this direction. Exhale as you come forward. Inhale to go back. And let's change. Exhale and inhale. One more circle here. Just getting out all the kinks. Good. And come back up to center. Shake it out. Let's come onto the hands and knees. In table position, you're going to put the blocks up by your hands, resting the palms on the blocks, and make sure that the knee falls under that hip. So your palms, you're going to open those fingers nice and wide. Another option you have here, you can just put the fingers on the block like so. Okay, so you take a little bit of pressure off the wrist. So you can choose what works for you. All right, so we're here, lift up that chest. Pull that tummy into the spine, drop the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to take a breath here. As you exhale, roll your tailbone underneath you. And begin to pull the spine up towards the ceiling. Feel the shoulder blades slide away from the spine as you press down into the hands. Drop your head. And then we reverse it now. Leaving the head there, we're going to lift the tailbone first. Run the movement up the spine. Shoulder blades slide down as you lift the head and look forward. Again, exhale, roll the tailbone underneath you. Pull that tummy in as you press into the hands. You're going to lift that spine all the way up. Drop the head. And let's take it from the tailbone. Shoulder blades, shoulders, neck, and head last. Good. And come back to center. We're going to step your right leg up. And the blocks on either side of that right foot. You can see me? Good. Curl that back toe under and lift that left knee off the mat. And then drop that groin down towards the mat. Now you want to slide the shoulder blades down your back and look forward. Try not to look up towards the wall because you're over curving your neck here. So you want to look down towards the floor, but out there. Shoulders down, stretch here. Breathe in, breathe out. So we're stretching that psoas muscle. Nice big long muscle there that joins the upper body to the lower body. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Take the knees softly to the mat and let's go for the other side. So step the left foot up between your blocks. Curl the right toes under, lift that right knee up, press that heel back, drop the groin down so you get that little stretch there. Shoulders way down your back, breathe. Inhale, looking out there, but cast the eyes down on the mat. Inhale, exhale, stretching and breathing. Good. Land softly on that knee. and let's press back. So open the knees away from each other, big toes touch. Slide your block so your book's out there. Press your palms into the block and push your buttocks back towards the heel. Now, if it's too much for you, you can take your hands off the block, or maybe you like to try putting the block behind you today. How about that? Maybe you want to do this. So you're resting your buttocks on the block and you're coming forward like this. So you can choose which one you like to do today. So if you see, the block is behind the buttocks here. I'm sitting down on the block, and you can either make it one potato, two potato and rest the forehead there, or you can take your hands out and rest the forehead on your mat. Deep breath in and out. So with the blocks supporting us, we can really go deep into the stretches that we're doing here. And then slowly and carefully lift yourself back up. Okay, take my blocks back up to the front of the mat. And then we're going to sit down. Taking the one block in your hand. Sitting with the knees up and you're on the soles of the feet. Take a big breath here, everyone. And as you exhale, you're going to roll that tailbone underneath you and create that C curve in the spine. You can choose to put a block in between the knees if you'd like to, or just have one block in your hand. So we're here. Place the block in your hand and then take a breath as you exhale, lift those arms up. Press into the sides of the block, slide your shoulder blades down your back. Take a breath, roll that tailbone underneath you, create that C curve in your spine. And then as we go back, rolling back, the arms are going to come down in front of us. So just roll back a little bit, not too far. This is where we are. Scoop that tummy in. Let's come up back now. Press the pubic bone down between the thighs, lift your arms up and look forward. Shoulders down your back. Again, exhale, roll that tailbone underneath you. Scoop that tummy in, looking forward. Inhale, come all the way up, stretching your arms up. Again, roll that tailbone underneath you as you go back a little, not too far back. Arms come out. Inhale, lift up. Good. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, up. Okay, let's see if we can roll back a little bit more this time now. Roll back. And up you go. Hips come up to the thighs. Again, exhale, roll back. Inhale, roll up. Two more. Exhale, roll back. Squeeze that tummy in. Inhale, roll up. Don't forget to C-curve that spine. Exhale, last one. Inhale, roll up. Good. Release. And walk your feet in towards you and just hug those thighs right up and lift your spine all the way up. Stretch that spine. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Cross those legs, come forward. Putting the blocks back in front of your mat. Press into the blocks. Curl those toes under. And lift up in a little soft downward dog. So we're on the balls of the feet. Lift the heels all the way up. Press down into the toes and roll those feet around. So we're massaging the balls of the feet and we're massaging our toes. Breathe. Don't forget that breath. And then let's walk the dog. So we go on one heel and one toe and reverse it. Walking our little doggies here. Breathe. Good. And then we're going to step up. A couple of steps to come maybe towards the middle of your mat. Come into a flat back here. So your hands can be on the shins or up on your thigh. Pulling the shoulder blades back, looking forward on the mat. Breathe. Inhale and lift all the way up. Take a little stretch here and release the hands. Okay, you're going to parallel your feet. Press all four corners of the feet down into the mat. Take a breath as you exhale. Push your buttocks back as you bend your hips. Knees will automatically bend. So you're going to crouch all the way down. Hands on the hips. Pull up through the core. Press down into the left foot and lift your right foot up off the mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Step that right leg back. Fold forward and put your right hand by your left toes and take a lunge twist. So your left hand comes up. Make sure that that left knee is over that left ankle, and then take a little twist here now. Press down into that block. Breathe in, shoulders down away from the air, sternum away from that belly button. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Drop that left hand down. Step that back leg up to meet the front leg. Come into your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms wide as we stand. And take a breath. Preparing for the other side. So as we bend into the hips, push your buttocks back, knees will bend, hands on the hips. You're pressing into the right foot this time and lift that left foot off the mat. Keep that left knee bent. Breathe in, breathe out. Pull up through the core. Inhale. Exhale. Step that left foot back. Good. Come forward. This time now your left hand is going to go by your right toes on the block. Bend that right knee. Take your little lunge twist. So take your time to get there. Put all the mechanics in place. When you're ready, you may raise that right hand up. Press into the outer corner of that back leg there. Breathe in. Sternum away from the belly button. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And slowly release that hand. Put the blocks in front of you. And this time we're going to step back into downward dog. Bend the knees slightly. Drop the chest all the way down. Hands on the block. Shoulders away from your ears. Press down into those blocks. Really stretch here. Good. Walk up to the top of your mat. Fold forward. Come into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms wide as we come up. And release a prayer position to your heart. Just take a breath or two here before we continue. Gather yourself. Connect to that breath. Slow it down. Okay, inhale those arms up. You're going to fold forward now. Take the blocks up and put the blocks up by your thigh. Hold them back with your hands in place. Take a breath as you exhale. You're going to bend forward. Rest in the chest, a part of the belly on top of those blocks. Press down into the feet. Let go of the blocks now and just dangle that head. You can shake it yes or no, nothing happens, and let the hands just dangle. So you're pressing the chest into the blocks or your books this time. Your knees are slightly bent, and let the head relax. Let your shoulders relax, arms relax. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. We are supported by the blocks. So you can really relax in this forward bend today. Feel the difference? Breathe. Okay, one more breath here. And as we're here now, you're going to take your hands and slip the blocks away. Put them back in front of your mat. And just take one block up. Inhale and stand. Good. Coming towards the top of your mat, you're going to step your right leg back. Coming into warrior one. Bending into the left knee. and press into the outer corner of the back leg. You can choose to come on the ball of the back foot as well if you'd like. The heel will come off the mat and you press down into the ball of the foot and bend into that left knee. Hold the block in your hands and inhale those arms up. Pull the shoulder blades down your back as your arms reach up. Deep breath in and out. Slide the shoulder blades down your back. Make sure that you're doing that so you don't squeeze into the joints there. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the block back to the chest and let's turn that upper body coming into warrior two. So take your block now to the ground by the left foot. Place the hand there. Bend that left knee enough so it stays on top of the ankle and press into the outer corner of the other leg. So roll that shoulder back. Inhale your top hand up. Make sure that left foot is not sagging to the front. Push it back with the hand. The block is there, so you can press down into the block and really open up that chest today. Breathe, sliding those shoulder blades down your back. Open that chest. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Pick up your block. Straighten that knee. Good. Take a breath. You're going to come forward. Relax down. You can use the block now. Open those feet nice and wide. And you can use a block or two to rest your forehead on. So we can relax here in a nice wide angle stretch. Deep breath in and out. Use one block, two blocks, whatever you have there. Maybe no blocks at all, I don't know. Good. Okay, from here now, pick up your block, turn towards the front of your mat, and step that back leg to meet the front leg. Come into your flat back, pick up your block, and ragdoll your way to standing in preparation for the other side. Take a breath. Take a moment here. Okay, we're going to step the left foot back this time. Take your block in your hand. Just check with yourself. What about your stance? What's happening there? Bending into that front knee so it stays on top of the ankle. Take that block up and lift those arms up. Slide that shoulder blade on your back. Pull the arms up there. Breathing into your warrior one. So you're pressing into the back leg, whether you're on the ball of the foot or it's squared and you're pressing into that outer corner. It's entirely up to you. Just focus. Just breathe. Taking the block to the chest, let's turn now for warrior two. So you're turning your upper body. Place your block down by your right foot this time. Inhale your left hand up. And then as you press down into the block, bend that right knee a little bit more and raise that left hand up. Open that chest. Press into the outer corner of the left foot. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Take a breath, straighten that front leg. Turn towards the top of your mat. Step back into plank push-up position. One nice straight line here. Letting go of the block. Come down onto the knees. Belly, chest, chin low to the mat. Take your palms outside of your mat, about the edges of your mat, and let's go for cobra. Press it into that pelvic triangle. Lift up that chest. Tuck your elbows into your side body. Draw those shoulders down. Push that chest out there. Neck is nice and long. Breathe. Okay, press up. Walk your knees in and let us prepare for camel pose. So today you're going to put your blocks behind your feet and come to the longest part, the highest part of your block. So put it behind your feet like this. And then check that your knee falls under that hip. Inhale those arms up. Interlace the fingers. Let's take a stretch here. Look up. Exhale, chin to chest. So you press those hands up there. Lift your head up and release the hands down. Okay, from here, take your hands to the back of your body. Your palms are facing down. Your fingers are facing down, and you're pressing your palms into your waist. Lift up your chest and just take a slight back bend here. Now remember that in our back bends, you need to lift the spine up in order to bend it back. You can breathe through the mouth. You can make a little pillow for your neck with your shoulders. And let's come back to center. From here, reach around and place one hand on your top of your block and the other hand on your block. So you're like this. Take a big breath here now and lift up your spine. Press the hips forward a little bit, and then you can, if the neck allows you, you can take the head all the way back. This is where now you can open your mouth and breathe through the mouth. You can squeeze up your shoulders into the neck to make a little pillow and push your hips forward a little bit more. Breathe. To come out to the pose, let go one hand off the block, put it on the back of your waist there, and push yourself off and come up. Good. Just hold forward on the hands. Take a breath. We're going to do this one more time. Let's come back up. Good. Lift up that spine. Pull up through the core. Reach for the block. If this is too high for you and you know you can go deeper, you can put the block on the other part. You can drop the block to the middle height. All right. So let's go. So you can reach for one block first, then the other block. Notice the second time around if there's a slight difference. Pull the shoulder blades in. Now, this is where you might end up, but this is not where you want to be. You want to push your hips forward, so adjust your blocks. Push your hips forward a little bit. Lift up your spine. Lift it, lift it, lift it. Pull the shoulder blades into the spine, and then if you choose to, you can take the head back. Squeezing up the shoulders to make that pillow for the neck. If the neck bothers you, you can always stay like this and look forward. Pushing your hips. Your hips should line up on the front of those knees there. All right? And breathe now. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure you're lifting up that spine, everybody. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, press off one block first. Put your hand by your waist. Press off the other block. And then we're going to take that counter pose child. So, or puppy stretch, whichever one you prefer. So we're coming down using the blocks, supporting whatever way you'd like. Maybe on the forehead this time and stretching the arms out. And just notice the sensations in your back. Exhale. All the stuff that we just stirred up there a while ago, breathe it out. Okay, we're coming up. And we're going to stand once again. So press up, one foot and then the other. Come into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms nice and wide. And release the hands down. Good. So you can take some of these movements to get all the kinks out. And we're going to do our tree pose. So today, have your block or blocks. If you have one block, it's okay because we can change. And what we're going to do today, everybody, is step your left foot up onto the block. Now, if you have a long foot, if you're a long foot and you have two blocks, maybe you can put them like this so you have a nice support with the two blocks. All right, so there we go. Now, your left foot is on the block, so you know that you're going to raise the right foot up. But let's start. Find a spot out there in front of you. Stare at that spot. Keep staring at the spot. Don't look at anything else. Take a breath here. You're going to stand on that block. Like this. Don't look at me though. Standing on that block. The left knee is straight. You're pressing the left foot into your block. Keep staring at that spot in front of you. Take a breath now and raise that right foot up. Take it to the calf. Take it to the inner thigh, wherever you feel comfortable. And then roll that right thigh out. Lift up your body all the way up to the sky, to the ceiling. And when you're ready, you can take your hands in whatever position you'd like. If you want to hold on to something, please hold on to whatever is close to you. Draw that left hip inside, pull it in, don't stick it out, and raise yourself up. And if you fall out of the pose, just say, so what? And come straight back in. Okay, put your hands on the hips. Bend that left knee, take the right leg back, just a little forward bend here. The right leg is out there. Not a deep bend, don't fall down here now, be careful. Hips are square to the floor. And release, excellent. Shake it out, other side. Now you know what we're doing. We can get ready. So step on your block with the right foot. The knee stays bent because the left foot is still on the mat. All right, lift yourself all the way up. Find that spot again. Hands on the hips. Take a breath. Center yourself. Concentrate. Okay, we're pressing down into the block. Now the knee straightens. Take a breath. As you exhale, take that left foot up. Take it to where you would like to have it today. Draw that right hip in to the center line of your body. Don't stick it out. And raise that crown to the ceiling. Breathe. You can choose your hand position. Whatever you like to do with the hands is fine. This one is not so easy, but we're doing it. We're fine. You can do it. Hands on the hips. And let's take that left leg back. Lean forward a little bit, not too much. And just be comfortable and steady here. Make sure your hips are square to the floor. And release. Good, nice. Shake it out. Place the blocks at the top of your mat. Step back to the back of the mat. Inhale those arms up. Take a slight back bend. Exhale and fold. Good. Drop the head. Let it dangle. No tension anywhere. Come up into your flat back. Exhale, fold. You're going to walk your hands all the way out towards the top of your mat. Come into your plank push-up position here. And then lower down onto the belly. Okay. All the way down onto your tummy. And then press your hands into your block. And relax the head down. Pull the shoulder blades back behind you. Just take a breath here. Okay, keeping your head there, keeping the hands on the block. You're going to press into your pelvic triangle, lift your right leg up. So you're like this. And when you lift your right leg up, you want to press that left hip back down into the mat. Keep pressing the hands into the block. Keep pressing into that pelvic triangle as you raise that right foot up. Press that left hip down into your mat. And release. Same thing on the other side. Press into your pelvic triangle. Press into the blocks. Lift the other leg up. And then press your right hip down into the mat so you don't torque your back. And release it down. Other side again, right leg up. Press into the left hip. Stretch that leg out there, breathe. And release it, other leg up. Press into the right hip. And release it. Slide your blocks by the shoulders, press up. And come into your back bend here. Tuck your elbows in, press into the block, lift that chest, breathe. Shoulders down. If this is too strong for you, too much of a back bend for you, then you can just come down onto your forearms and take it easy. Remember, it's what works for you. Okay, whichever one you prefer. Maybe you want to do two. Maybe you want to do this one and this one. Good. And then from here, you're going to come down off the blocks. Press up, walk those feet in, those knees in, and come back into table. Put one block under that right knee in table position. And you're on no blocks on the hands. Okay, stretch that left leg out and pick that left leg up. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Okay, release that right knee down, slide the block over to the right knee, and let's change sides. Left knee, sorry. And stretch that right leg out. Remember to square the hips. Stretch here, point your nose down to the mat. Breathe. And release that knee. Okay. We're in table position. Take a breath as you exhale, roll that tailbone underneath you, pushing that spine up. Let's release everything that we've stirred up here. Squeeze that tummy in. Inhale, reverse it, look forward. Again, exhale, roll that tailbone underneath you. Inhale, reverse it. One more, exhale. Inhale. Good, pressing back into child. Just take a breath here. Slide those hands out there, stretch your body. And slowly come back up onto your knees and your hands. Stretch your right leg out. Come onto the left knee and raise yourself up. Have a block by your left knee. You can take it to whichever level you'd like it once again. Press your left hand into the block. So lean in towards the block, pressing that left hand down. Take a breath. As you exhale, you're going to lift up your right leg up off the floor. Yes. Flex that foot and push that heel out there. Open up that chest. Breathe in, breathe out. If anybody like to try, you can bend that knee, hold the foot, and just take that leg into you and open that chest a little more. Yes. Breathe in, breathe out. And release, take it back. Slide it in. Let's go for the other side. Block on this side. You can choose the height. All right, extend your left leg out. The block is by the right knee now. Take a breath. Lift that left foot up. Flex that foot, push it out there. Lean down into your block. Wonderful support here. You can open up that chest some more as you lift that left foot off. Push your heel out there, breathe. You can experiment by bending the knee, taking hold of the foot, pull it in and open up that chest a little bit more. Careful here. Extend the leg out, place it back on the floor, stretch, draw that leg in, coming back into table. Take a breath as you exhale, roll that tailbone underneath you, push that spine up. Inhale, reverse it. And release. Now, take your cushions or your blocks and heighten the foot or your books. Maybe if you have books and blocks and you want it really high, you can do that. Remember to pad underneath the knee if you need that, and we're going to sit down on the block. I think so. I think so. Now, listen, be careful, everybody. If you don't want to do this, you can just lie down on your back and wait for us. This is it. You're going to go back onto your palms, lift that chest up, roll that tailbone underneath you, breathe. This is the first stage. All right, so remember to roll that tailbone underneath you. Second stage will be this one, where you come down onto your forearm. And I think we should just leave it here today. Now I'm going to go to the other stage. If your block is not, if it's too high, mine is a little too high for me because I have that flexibility. So if it's too high, please come out of the pose before you move your block. Don't try to move it while you're down there, all right? So the tailbone is rolled underneath you. You can take your head back if you'd like to, or you can just lift it up and just stare out there in front of you. Pull the shoulder blades back, lift that chest, breathe here. Feel that nice stretch in the quadricep muscles. Good, inhale, another little back bend here, exhale. So I'm going to remove one of my blocks so that I can be a little bit more comfortable. Sometimes when the block is too high, and you have that flexibility, it becomes a little bit of a nuisance for you. So you can choose which one you like. Deep breath in and out. Okay, we're going to push off the hands now. Be careful here. Bring the chin to the chest first and then push off on your hands. And then this time we're going to come forward again in child's pose. Counter pose here. Okay, come on, just walk the hands up, come off of your block. Scoot over to one side, and then we're going to come to lie down now. So come towards the bottom of your mat. Roll that tailbone underneath you and let that movement take you down onto your back. Bring the knees into the chest, give them a hug. Now we're going to put the blocks under the buttocks. So you can choose if you want one block or two blocks for a supported bridge pose. So let's see what happens if we use two blocks or two books. Okay, so you can choose and try to get it in a comfortable place for you. You do not want to be uncomfortable. So rolling the shoulder blades underneath you. This feels really, really nice. Knees are wide, they're open. Good. And just relax here now. Chin down towards the chest. Neck is nice and long. And so with the blocks there, you can really release and let go. You can just feel like you're melting down into those blocks. Let go and release all the tension. Nothing is there. Like a little rag doll. Okay. From here, just bring the thighs up to the chest, press down into the block. And then lift those legs up towards the ceiling. Feel the sacrum pressing into the blocks. Breathe in. Let's flex those feet. Good. And point your toes. Flex your feet. How are you doing there, Master Jeffrey? And point those toes. Flex the feet. Point your toes. And then circle for the ankles. Balancing on your blocks. How does that feel? And reverse it. Good. And then we're going to open those toes. Spread those toes. And then scrunch them up. And spread them. And scrunch them. One more. Spread. And scrunch. And then bend the knees. Take the thighs to the chest. And then release one foot at a time back to the mat. So you're back in your bridge pose, supported bridge. And if you're not too high in your bridge and you want to press down into the hands and the feet and lift the sacrum off the block, you can come up a little higher. Pulling those shoulder blades underneath you, lift that sternum up. Draw the knees to whatever is in front of you there. And then come back onto the block, take a moment here, rest, breathe. Lift your buttocks up and then take your hands to the blocks and move them away. And then all the way down, bone by bone, to the buttocks touches last. Put the soles of the feet together. Let's go into Baddha Konasana. So the thighs fall open. Take your hands and press down into the inner thigh. And just feel the hips and your lower back. Just getting a little release. Okay, have the knees up with the hands and let's go into a little spinal twist so that we can end the class. So your thighs come into the chest, drop them over to one side. Again, you can use a block. So you want to put the blocks in between the thighs. Maybe you'd like a block underneath that right knee. You can choose which one you prefer. And then twist your upper body to the left side. Turn the head. The neck is okay today and you want to turn the head to the left also. Go ahead and relax into your twist. Close your eyes. Turn the nose up, top leg comes up. Hold your block if you have it there and shift your buttocks over to the right as you drop the thighs and knees to the left. Remember, one side of the body is a little different to the other, so maybe you need a block on this side or maybe you don't. So you can take the block to wherever you want to or not to have the block at all. And then turn your upper body and your face over to the right side. Don't let the shoulder hang low. And breathe. Melt down everybody. Try not to hold tension. You're not gripping the buttocks. You're not tightening up the thigh or the knee. You're just melting down. Making sure that And turn the nose up. Top leg comes up first, the bottom leg follows it, shift back onto your back. And just pull the thighs into the chest. Put a palm on each knee and make it little circles. And reverse the circle. Then treat yourself to a nice stretch, a well-deserved stretch. Stretch your body out. Arms and legs in the opposite direction. Feel it back. Just getting a nice stretch. And release your hands down by your sides, preparing for Shavasana. So you want to roll the shoulder blades down your back. Slide your heels away from each other. And your arms away from your body. Arms can be up or down. Take a nice big deep breath in and sigh it out. Close your eyes. Making sure your neck is straight over those shoulders. Tuck the chin down very slightly. Shoulders are relaxed. Bring a soft smile to your face. Just give yourself permission to relax totally now, to let go and release. Slowly begin to awaken the body. You may begin by deepening the breath, wiggling the fingers and toes, or perhaps you like a stretch. When it feels right for you, roll onto your side and hug yourself in a fetal position. Pressing into the top hand, extend the top leg, and slowly begin to make your way around to your seated position. When you get there, you want to take your hands to the buttocks and pull the flesh away so you can press those sitting bones into the earth. Lift the crown to the ceiling, bring a soft smile to your face. Just feeling the effects of your practice today and acknowledge your wonderful benefits. Take the peace you feel here on your mat, off your mat, and offer it to those you encounter. Adi Om Shanti, Shanti, peace. Slowly open your eyes. Namaste.